Hey, I'm BriaBakes and welcome to my channel. Today I am decorating a Heath bar toffee cake. So you all enjoy. Of course, I hope you all like, subscribe, and comment. Let me know what you think and let me know what you want to see next. So let's begin. I just added a little bit of vanilla buttercream frosting to the cake board just to act as a glue. And I added the chocolate layer to the bottom. I did bake 3 layers of cake. As you see, chocolate is first. I have a marble layer and a vanilla layer. Each cake I did bake toffee pieces on the inside of them for extra Heath flavor. So I added a ring around the cake, and that is going to stop from the toffee and caramel from oozing out of the side of the cake as you stack them. So I added buttercream, toffee pieces, and caramel. And then I added the marble layer. The marble layer, I just wanted to add a little chocolate to the cake to give it some more chocolate flavor on the inside. So I did the ring, chocolate frosting, Heath toffee pieces, and caramel. And I did just add a little dollop of icing just to kind of bring everything together and stick that final layer on the top. Moving on to the final layer, I did flip that cake upside down. And I like to flip it upside down because it's nice and smooth. So let's begin crumb coating. With the crumb coat, I just took the piping bag filled with vanilla buttercream, and I used the turntable to just spin the cake around as I move the bag going upward towards the top of the cake. Crumb coat is important to help seal the crumbs in, and they won't get on the final layer of icing. So now I'm just going to smooth that thin layer of icing out and make everything nice and even to get prepared for the final coat of icing. And I'm using an offset spatula, and just to fill in some of the gaps with the buttercream icing and smoothing it out along the top. I'm going to repeat the steps with that vanilla buttercream bag, just moving the turntable around and taking the icing all the way up to the top, keeping everything nice and even. This tool that I'm using is just an icing smoother. It has different ridges on different sides of the smoother. You can give it stripes, designs, different things like that with the buttercream. It's really cool. I'm just using the straight side to help to make this cake nice and smooth and sharp. I do like to follow it up with an offset spatula. That's my #1 and my favorite way to smooth and level a cake. I just been doing it since day one, and I like this technique. And it helps clean the top off really nice. In my next video, I won't look so serious. But just to clean up everything, I just like to go back and forth and just look over the cake to make sure it's nice and level and smooth, because I am going to be adding caramel, chocolate, and Heath toffee pieces to this cake. Now I'm working on still smoothing and kind of perfecting the buttercream and the shape of the cake. To apply the Heath to the bottom of the cake, I'm using a spoon. Just scoop some on the cake and start from the bottom and just kind of push it towards the cake and lift up. You will see as I work my way around the cake, I begin to pick up pieces and kind of just throw it against that cake and it will stick to the buttercream because it's still nice and soft. And I just love my apron. My little cousin had that apron made for me. Thank you, Jayla. And make sure you all go ahead and like, subscribe, and comment on this video. Thank you. So I love this part of the cake. I'm using Smucker's salted caramel sauce for this drip effect. Just spoon out some of the caramel and get as close as the cake without touching it, and just let it drip. Pick up the spoon, move the cake, drip, and do the same thing until you get all around the cake with the caramel sauce. You can add as much as you want. You can fill up the top. I don't like filling up the top because I noticed in the past it does get really runny. This is a sauce, so it doesn't really firm up that much, but it does make that drip effect for this cake. So now we are almost complete with this cake. I added some chocolate frosting into a piping bag using a Wilton 1M tip to kind of just go around in some spiral rolls design at the top of the cake to kind of finish it off and incorporate some of that chocolate to the outside, since this is a Heath cake and it does have chocolate. And I am going to add some of the Heath toffee pieces along the top of the cake. And I do have a whole Heath bar that I'm just going to break up in pieces and just kind of decorate the top and add it around the cake. I am so pleased with this cake. I think it looks so good. And so there you have it, my final Heath bar drip cake. Thanks for watching. Please come back.